Right, then game number 6 in IPL 2021, a game that features Hyderabad and Bangalore, two teams that had contrasting results in their first encounter, plenty of stars to choose from, and that's where we come in to help you pick your fantasy teams. You're watching ESPN Cricinfo Fantasy Picks. Giving me company on the program, Deep Dasgupta and Arjun Namboothiri. I'll quickly rattle off the safe bet 11 to start the proceedings. We've got Virat Kohli from Bangalore, no surprise there. David Warner comes in. We've also slotted him as our captain. Johnny Bairstow at the third spot. AB de Villiers, no doubt about him as well. At number 4, also could be a wicket-keeping option. Rajat Patidar, who played the last game, didn't quite get you a lot of runs, but we believe he's got the potential. There's an interesting stat about him. He scored 221 runs in 5 games at a strike rate of 153 in the recently concluded Syed Mushtaq Ali. Mohammad Nabi is the all-rounder in our team. Remember, he picked up 2 for 32 in 4 overs and also scored 14 runs in the last game versus Kolkata. And in the recent PSL, his last 2 scores were 57 and 67. Washington Sundar at the number 7 spot, also an all-rounder. Harshal Patel had a great outing in the first game. Mohammad Siraj is another fast bowler in our team. Sandeep Sharma at the number 10 spot. And remember, he's dismissed Virat Kohli. Interesting one, that he's dismissed Virat Kohli 7 times in 13 innings in the IPL. And the final spot, no surprise there, probably the first name on any list is Rashid Khan. We've also picked him as our vice captain. First thing that I notice in our safe bet 11, Deep, there is no Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. How can a safe bet team be complete without him?
I mean, listen, you've got to have Bhuvi. I mean, you've got to have Bhuvi, irrespective whether you're playing a safe game or you're playing a high-risk game. Listen, there are quite a few choices, to be honest. I mean, obviously, in that team, you don't have Natarajan because the idea is, yes, he didn't bowl that well in the last game. And also against England, he could have bowled better. But I just have a feeling that, somebody who bowls in the death and someone with Natarajan's skill set can be quite handy.
The one other player that we've picked in our safe bet 11 is David Warner. I understand the reputation that he carries, but also coming off a niggle, would you go with him in your safe team?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would, because obviously the quality that he brings, and keeping in mind also the fact that the venue is Chennai. So that's where you need players who can kind of their skill set suit that kind of a venue. Even though it's not as slow as it used to be when CSK used to play there, but it's still on the slower side.
All right, enough of treading with caution. Let's bring in Arjun now to give us some high-risk swaps. Go ahead, Arjun.
So I've made 6 changes to the team. Bhuvi obviously comes in, and I've replaced him with Harshal Patel because everyone is going for Harshal Patel now because of his 5-wicket haul. David Warner doesn't make it to my team. I'm going with Saha, and Saha is my captain. He is a high-risk captain option for me because opening the batting, he showed intent in the first game. He hit Budgie for a nice 6 in the first over itself. So I'm making Virat as my vice captain. Interestingly, it's a high-risk option because the last time he scored a 50 against Sunrisers, it was in 2016. He has no 50s in the last 7 innings against them. So his record is not that great. I've gone with Maxwell, Chahal, Samad and Padikkal as my 4 other options. I think Padikkal, if fit, I think he has to be picked. In his last 7 innings, 350s, 400s. His form is incredible. So I've gone with him. Maxwell, he's batting at number 4. So he's a very, very good fantasy pick in terms of points. Chahal, because all right-handers except for Warner in the Sunrisers 11. So I think Chahal will come out good. Samad is a much better option for me, than a Sandeep Sharma or Rajat Patidar. So yeah, these are my 6 changes.
Well, I actually would prefer Arjun's team over yours, Nick, as in not yours, as in, in fact,
ESPN Cricinfo.
All right, our team, because, makes a lot of sense in terms of someone like Padikkal, if he's fit and is ready to go, definitely. He was brilliant in Vijay Hazare. Syed Mushtaq Ali also, he was pretty good. Leave aside last season. Then obviously Chahal, because obviously about Chennai, that surface, you expect him to do well. Samad, yes, but Maxwell definitely, because again, He will be bowling a few overs, and obviously he's batting at number 4. Chances are he will bat irrespective, even if he doesn't bat at 4. Even if ABD comes and bats at 4, you expect Maxwell to come and play the last 4-5 overs any which way. One more important thing, Arjun. Listen,
Yeah.
I got your team the moment you said Saha captain.
Yeah.
Right, gentlemen, we'll leave it at that. You were watching ESPN Cricinfo Fantasy Picks.